Buster between these two sides competing in this action-packed form of cricket. Well, the humidity here today is really going to favour some of these bowlers, but can they take advantage of the conditions? With me in the commentary box is Tony Gregg. Let's hear Tony's views on the pitch.
Well, thanks, Jonathan. This is a pretty good pitch. There won't be any great movement for the seam bowlers, but there might be just enough if they can bowl in the right place. There could be some spin from the start, but certainly later on the ball will begin to turn more. For the batsmen, if they play sensibly, there are some big scores to be had out there. This is definitely a good toss to lose.
It's going to be a crucial coin toss, so let's see which captain calls correctly. Looks like they're going to have a bowl. The captain's made his call, and now it's up to his team to produce the goods. Most of the crowd have found their seats, so it looks as if we're finally ready to get the match underway.
These two opening batsmen really need to set the tone at the top of the order. If they lose wickets cheaply early on, it could lead to a collapse.
Just one there.
I was playing. Mind you, there are also quite a lot that have become pretty dead and definitely haven't improved. So it's a little hard to be general about, which is one thing I do know, and that is that groundsmen around the world do know very clearly what the ICC considers to be a good pitch, and that is one which...
Nice shot. That's just the kind of shot that makes the fielding captain to tear his hair out. Very unlucky. The fielder hardly had a chance to move. Got it!
Well, that's a really long walk back when you haven't scored many runs.
And from another angle. New batsman at the crease for Kenya. Very well timed.
Oh, super shot again. He's got into a perfect position for that shot. Head over the ball, wait forward.
Beautifully played.
And another four. Wonderful shot. He really punished the bowler there.
There it goes, miles out of the ground.
He got everything absolutely right there and was rewarded with 6 runs.
No ball.
Umpire signalling a no ball. He's played that beautifully.
He lifted that way over the infield really well.
Nice shot. That's in the stands. 6 runs and the crowd are loving it. That nearly joined us in the commentary box.
Well, that's simply bread and butter for batsmen.
Bowler's beginning. Oh, that's a superb shot.
That was a cracking shot. He really got into position beautifully there.
5 falls so far for this batsman.
High ball.
The umpire signalling that as a wide. Beautiful timing.
Well, if you want to show the kids the perfect way to play that shot, there's a fine example.
Well, that's wonderfully timed.
Smashing shot, really magnificent. I'd pay money just to come and see that again.
He hit that uppishly, but it's raced away to the fence.
No ball.
Umpire signalling a no ball. Tremendous timing.
That's great cricket. He knew there wasn't a fielder out there, so it wasn't risky.
Good placement. That'll really annoy the fielding captain. The fielder hardly had a chance to move. Batsmen are looking for two.
It's been a super little inning so far.
He looks very pleased. Oh, great shot. The bowler looks most unimpressed with that.
That was a brutal shot.
Splendid stroke. That's an appalling move. Great timing on the shot.
The right place there, and fairly raced it back.
He hit that with great power. Batsman coming back for a second. Oh, what's the umpire going to say about this? Nice shot. That was a shot right out of the coaching manual.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit.
The crowd enjoyed that shot. And six.
That was a brutal shot.
Bowler really needs to keep it tighter. Poor bowling and terrible figures for the over. He's hit that well. That is a shot right out of the coaching manual.
He's really treating this bowling with absolute contempt.
That shot brought the crowd to their feet.
High ball.
One more to the extras column. Great shot. Hit the gap beautifully. 4 runs.
That had 4 runs written all over it from the moment it left his bat.
The crowd enjoyed that shot. Oh, that's gone a long way.
Wonderful shot. He hit right through it and it's disappeared out of the ground.
He picked the length really early there. Beautifully timed. He looks in fine form.
He plays that shot really well and it brings in a lot of runs.
Well, it just didn't carry over the rope. Out! No, he's dropped it!
No ball.
No ball. Batsmen are looking for two. Two runs there. Batsman coming back for a second. Big shout. And from another angle. Top quality shot. He really struck that beautifully.
That had 4 runs written all over it from the moment he left his bat.
Bowler really needs to keep it tighter. Great timing. Through the gap, and that'll go for 4.
Everything was in the right place there. It fairly raced to the boundary.
The crowd really enjoyed that one.
Swing than anyone else in the world because they've got very, very dry and very flat wickets. Suit batsmen more, so bowlers have had to work harder for their wickets.
A beautifully timed shot for 4. That's nicely played.
For 4. That was a fine shot for 4.
That's a real crowd pleaser. That's a really good shout. There's the signal. He's safe.
There'll be overthrows here. That's poor cricket.
He's got the edge. He's got the breakthrough. That's an important breakthrough.
He kept his eyes on the ball very well there.
Let's have a look at the action replay. New batsman in, and absolute concentration required now. One more to the total. 6 off the over then. Leg spinner to start a new over. Batsmen are looking for 2. They're having a shout. Not out. Let's have a look at that again. 2 runs there.
White ball.
That's out! That really was a peach of a delivery.
Well, certainly not the longest innings ever, and certainly not the highest score in the world.
Let's have a look at the action replay. Plenty of The ball just runs out into the covers. Batsman coming back for 2. Really good strike rate from this player. The ball just runs out into the covers. Batsman coming back for a 2nd. Big shout. The ball just runs out into the covers. Batsmen are coming back for 2. He looks very pleased, quite right too.
Super innings, he's batted really well out there.
Batsmen are looking for 2. What a superb shot. That's a big hit. It's not going to clear the rope, but it's 4 runs. He hit that over the top expertly. The ball just runs out into the covers. Batsmen are looking for 2.
No ball.
That was a sloppy piece of cricket. He picked the length really early there. Let's take another look at that in replay. Physical fitness. They're having a shout. Not out. Yet again, the Richmond fails to follow the ball, and he's out.
The West Indies crowd really enjoyed watching that superb innings.
Let's have a look at the action replay. New batsman in. That's nicely played. He's gone for it, and he gets 6.
Absolutely effortless. He hardly seemed to hit it.
That was a confident shot. That ball was really moving. They're appealing. Let's see what the third umpire says. Let's look at that again.
They're tough ones for the umpire. We get to see it in slow motion or with Hawkeye over.
That's out. And from another angle. That brings the innings to a close. He's getting a polite round of applause as he makes his way to the pavilion.